If you're planning to buy either the DJI Mini 5 Pro or the Avata 3 without watching this entire video, you're probably going to waste over $1,000 on the wrong drone. And here's the thing nobody's talking about. These two aren't even competitors. They're built for completely different pilots, yet everyone's comparing them like apples to apples. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one matches your flying style, which one will gather dust in your closet, and most importantly, I'm going to reveal a critical flaw in one of these drones that DJI definitely doesn't want you focusing on. But stick with me, because at the 9-minute mark, I'm sharing a pro tip that could save you $300 on your purchase. Let's get into it. Credibility and context. What's up, drone enthusiasts? Before we dive deep, let me set the stage. I've been flying DJI drones for 7 years, from the original Mavic Pro to the FPV series, and I've crashed more drones than I'd like to admit, all in the name of testing limits. DJI just launched the Mini 5 Pro in September 2025, and it's already making waves as their most advanced sub-250-gram drone ever. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Avata 3 hasn't been officially released yet, but based on everything we know from leaks, FCC filings, and insider reports, we're comparing what the Mini 5 Pro actually delivers against what the upcoming Avata 3 is expected to bring to the table. The Mini 5 Pro is DJI's answer to travelers and content creators who need cinema-quality footage without the hassle. The Avata 3, when it drops, will be pure adrenaline, first-person view flying with safety features that make FPV accessible to everyone. Make sure you're subscribed, because we're breaking down every single detail that matters. Design philosophy. Let's start with something everyone overlooks. Design philosophy. Because understanding why these drones were built will instantly tell you which one you need. The Mini 5 Pro is a folding pocket rocket. When collapsed, it fits in a jacket pocket, weighs just 249 grams. Yes, that's 1 gram under the FAA registration requirement in the US and unfolds in about 10 seconds. DJI designed this for the travel vlogger, the hiking enthusiast, the person who wants professional footage without lugging around a Pelican case. The body is sleek, minimal, and honestly, gorgeous. It screams, "I'm portable but premium." Now, the Avata 3 is a completely different beast. This is a Cinewhoop-style FPV drone with ducted propellers, meaning the props are surrounded by protective guards. It's built like a tiny tank, compact but chunky. You're not folding this thing. It's designed to fly through gaps, under bridges, inside buildings, and yes, even bounce off walls without destroying itself. The design says, "I'm here for immersion and thrills." If the Mini 5 Pro is a filmmaker's tool, the Avata 3 is a pilot's playground. Understanding this difference is crucial, because if you're buying a Mini 5 Pro expecting FPV racing, you're going to be massively disappointed. Camera systems breakdown. Alright, let's talk cameras, because this is where your money either pays off or gets wasted. The Mini 5 Pro officially packs a 1-inch sensor with 50 megapixels. That's the same sensor size you'd find in premium compact cameras, and it's a first for any sub-250-gram drone. For context, the Mini 4 Pro had a 1.3-inch sensor, and it was already impressive. With this upgrade, you're getting superior low-light performance with up to 14 stops of dynamic range, and the ability to shoot in challenging conditions like golden hour or overcast days without your footage looking muddy. The lens is an f1.8 aperture at 24mm equivalent, which gives you excellent light-gathering ability and sharp images. The video specs? We're talking 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR, plus 4K at 120 FPS for incredible slow-motion footage. You get 10-bit D-Log M color depth, which means your colors won't look washed out, your highlights won't blow out, and you'll have way more flexibility in post-production. The camera gimbal is 3-axis stabilized with an impressive 225-degree roll rotation, so even in wind, your footage stays buttery smooth, and you can achieve creative vertical shots natively. Now, the Avata 3's camera is different, and I need to be clear. These specs are based on reliable leaks, since the drone hasn't officially launched yet. It's expected to feature either a 1-inch sensor or possibly a 1.3-inch sensor, depending on which leaks you trust. The focus isn't on resolution battles, it's about field of view and immersion. The Avata 3 will feature an ultra-wide-angle lens that captures everything in front of you, making viewers feel like they're strapped to the drone. Leaks suggest 4K recording at up to 120 frames per second for smooth slow motion. The sensor should have better low-light capability than the Avata 2 and HDR support. But let's be honest, if you're buying this for studio quality color science, you're missing the point. This camera is built for adrenaline-fueled storytelling, not wedding films. Both are excellent, but for wildly different reasons. Flight performance and battery. Here's where things get real. The Mini 5 Pro delivers up to 36 minutes of flight time with the standard intelligent flight battery, which has a 2,788 mAh capacity. Now, that's the official spec under ideal conditions, flying forward at constant speed in windless environments. In real-world testing by multiple reviewers, you're looking at 20 to 25 minutes of actual flying with wind, recording video, and using features like obstacle avoidance. Still, that's solid for such a lightweight drone. There's also an intelligent flight battery plus with 4,600 mAh that extends flight time up to 52 minutes under ideal conditions, around 35 to 40 minutes in real use. The catch? That plus battery pushes the total weight over 250 grams, which means you lose the registration-free advantage in many countries. DJI's smart battery tech monitors everything in real time: temperature, voltage, remaining capacity, and gives you accurate warnings instead of just dropping out of the sky. The Avata3, based on leaks, should offer around 23 to 25 minutes of flight time, possibly extending to 30 minutes or slightly more depending on how DJI optimizes the battery. Remember, the Avata 2 gave you about 23 minutes, so expect incremental improvements. And here's the thing, FPV flights are intense. 25 minutes of full throttle flying with goggles on feels like an hour because you're completely immersed. The battery tech will focus on consistent power delivery, ensuring you get full performance from 100% down to 20%, then gentle warnings to land instead of just cutting out. Both drones support fast charging, but the Mini 5 Pro's longer flight time makes it way better for professional work where you need extended coverage. The Avata 3 will be built for multiple short, intense sessions. Choose based on how you actually fly, not just what the spec sheet promises. The game-changing tech. Let's talk about not crashing, because nobody likes fishing a drone out of a tree. The Mini 5 Pro features what DJI calls Nightscape Omnidirectional Obstacle Sensing, omnidirectional vision sensors combined with front-facing LiDAR modules. Those two sensors on the front use laser-based distance measurement with incredible precision. Unlike optical sensors that struggle in low light or with thin objects like branches, LiDAR sees everything. We're talking about detection at night, in fog, against thin wires, scenarios where previous Mini models would just plow straight into obstacles. Combine this with DJI's APAS 5.0 system, advanced pilot assistance, and the drone can autonomously navigate around objects while maintaining your flight path. Multiple reviewers have confirmed this works exceptionally well, even in dimly lit environments. The drone can even return home without GPS by memorizing the flight path using visual data and LiDAR. The Avata 3, based on leaks and the pattern from Avata 2, should take a different approach because FPV is about freedom, not handholding. It's expected to have improved obstacle sensors, likely downward, forward, and possibly side sensors integrated into the ducted guards. These will work continuously, but the beauty is they won't interrupt your flow like a beginner drone would. The ducted propellers are also a massive safety feature. You can literally bounce off walls, ceilings, even carefully around people without the props shattering. This makes it revolutionary for indoor flying. Here's my take. If you're a nervous flyer or shooting near crowds, the Mini 5 Pro's obstacle avoidance is superior. If you're an experienced pilot who wants safety features that assist rather than restrict, the Avata 3's setup is perfect. Different philosophies, both effective. Price and value analysis. Now let's address the elephant in the room: cost. The Mini 5 Pro launched at $749 USD, $799 in Europe for the base model with the RCN3 screenless controller, the Fly More combo with the RC2 touchscreen controller, 3 batteries, charging hub, ND filters, and carrying bag runs about $1,089 to $1,279, depending on your region. For context, that's competitively priced considering you're getting a 1-inch sensor, LiDAR obstacle avoidance, and significantly better flight time than the Mini 4 Pro. One major caveat: the Mini 5 Pro is not officially available in the United States due to regulatory issues DJI is facing. You can find it through third-party retailers or Canadian sellers, but there's no official US support from DJI. If you're a content creator in Europe or Canada who's currently renting larger drones or struggling with phone cameras, this is professional-grade aerial capability in a registration-free package. The value is incredible. The Avata 3 pricing is still speculation since it hasn't launched yet, but based on the Avata 2's pricing and leaked information, expect it to land somewhere between $100 and $500 for the drone alone. Here's the catch: FPV drones require goggles to fly properly. If you don't already own DJI Goggles 2, Goggles 3, or whatever new goggles come with the Avata 3, add another $400 to $600 to your budget. That's a significant investment. However, if you've been curious about FPV but intimidated by manual manual flying and crashing. This will be the safest entry point when it launches. Traditional FPV builds can cost $800 to $500 and require assembly, tuning, and a steep learning curve. The Avata 3 will be ready to fly FPV with training wheels. My advice? Budget for the full ecosystem, not just the drone. The Mini 5 Pro gives you everything in the box. The Avata 3 is an entry into a whole new way of flying that requires additional gear. Neither is overpriced, but they serve different financial and practical realities. Should buy which? Let me paint 3 scenarios so you can see yourself in action. Scenario 1. You're a travel YouTuber flying to Iceland to film waterfalls, glaciers, and the northern lights. You need a drone that fits in your backpack, clears airport security without hassle, delivers cinema-quality footage, and lasts long enough to capture an entire location. The Mini 5 Pro is your drone. Its portability, flight time, and camera quality make it unbeatable for this use case. You'll be shooting 10-bit video that looks incredible straight out of camera, and the obstacle avoidance means you won't lose your investment to a rogue gust of wind. Scenario 2. You're a real estate videographer who wants to offer something competitors don't. Immersive indoor walkthroughs. You need to fly through doorways, down hallways, around furniture, all while keeping the footage smooth and engaging. The Avata 3 is built for this. Its ducted design means you won't damage the drone or the property, and the FPV perspective creates that wow factor that static shots can't match. Clients will pay a premium for this kind of content. Scenario 3. You're a hobbyist who just wants to have fun on weekends. You're not building a business, but you appreciate quality. If you want to explore landscapes, experiment with creative shots, and share content on social media, the Mini 5 Pro offers more versatility. If you want pure excitement, the thrill of speed, and the feeling of being a pilot rather than a photographer, the Avata 3 is your adrenaline fix. See the difference? It's not about which drone is better. It's about which drone matches your goals. Buy based on use. Case, not hype. The critical flaw. Alright, I promised I'd reveal a critical flaw, and here it is. The Mini 5 Pro's Achilles heel is actually its weight variability and real-world battery performance. DJI officially lists it at 249.9 grams, but multiple users have reported their units weighing 252 to 253 grams out of the box, just slightly over the registration-free limit. DJI acknowledges there's a plus 4-gram variation due to manufacturing tolerances. In Europe, it still qualifies as C0 class, but in some regions, this could affect registration requirements. Also, that advertised 36-minute battery life, in real-world conditions with wind, recording, and obstacle avoidance active, reviewers consistently report 20 to 25 minutes. That's a significant gap from the marketing. The solution? Buy the Fly More combo with extra batteries. And if you're near the weight limit in your region, check with local regulations. The Avata 3's potential flaw. And remember, this is speculation since it hasn't launched. Will likely be the same issue as the Avata 2. Goggles dependency, and the learning curve. Not everyone adapts to FPV flying. Some people get motion sickness from the immersive view, especially during aggressive maneuvers. I've had friends try FPV setups and tap out after 5 minutes feeling nauseous. You might be able to use a phone or tablet as a screen, but that defeats the entire purpose of the FPV experience. If you're sensitive to motion or VR experiences, you'll want to try someone else's FPV drone before dropping $1,500 on the full setup. These aren't deal breakers, but they're realities manufacturers won't highlight in marketing. Know what you're getting into. Decision framework. So here's the bottom line. Buy the Mini 5 Pro if you prioritize portability, image quality, long flight times, and regulatory ease. It's the smarter choice for 80% of people watching this video, especially if you're doing landscape photography, travel vlogging, or real estate work. Just be aware of the US availability issues. You'll need to buy from Canada or third-party sellers. Now, about the Avata 3, here's where I need to be completely transparent. As of January 2025, the Avata 3 has not been officially released by DJI. Everything we've discussed about it is based on leaks, FCC filings, and industry rumors. There's actually another variant called the Avata360 that's expected to launch in late December 2025 or early 2026, which features 360-degree camera capabilities. When a traditional Avata 3 does launch, likely in late 2025 or early 2026, it'll be for people craving a new flying experience, wanting FPV immersion, or needing a tough drone for indoor work. It's specialized, but if it fits your needs, nothing else will compare. And here's that money-saving tip I promised. When the Avata 3 actually launches, wait about 3 months for third-party battery and accessory options to hit the market. For the Mini 5 Pro, this is already happening. You can often save $100 to $300 on extra batteries and cases by going with reputable third-party brands instead of official DJI accessories. price. Just make sure they're certified and have solid reviews. Check brands like Neewer or Hanaha. The biggest mistake you can make? Buying based on hype instead of actual availability and your real needs. The Mini 5 Pro exists and is shipping now. The Avata 3 is still in rumor territory. Don't pre-order something that doesn't have a confirmed release date. Call to action. All right, here's the reality check. The Mini 5 Pro is available now, though not officially in the US. And it's everything we discussed. The Avata 3, still waiting for an official announcement. So, if you need a drone today, the Mini 5 Pro is your answer. If you're willing to wait for the next-gen FPV experience, keep an eye on DJI's official channels for Avata 3 news. Drop a comment below. Are you buying the Mini 5 Pro now or waiting for the Avata 3 to drop? If this video saved you from making an uninformed decision, smash that like button and subscribe for more honest drone reviews. I've got hands-on flight tests and raw footage comparisons coming next week, so hit that notification bell. Until next time, fly safe, fly smart, and remember, the best drone is the one that actually exists and fits your needs. See you in the skies.